Oh, what's up? It's Greg Gray, DopelivenTV Live. Let me tell you right quick, the views that are expressed in this DopelivenTV Live are not necessarily the views of DopelivenTV or its affiliates. We are here. We're ready to do some things. It's a new week. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. And they're ready for a lot of good things to happen for them this week. So, first, let me tell you guys, I just woke up. Just woke up 5 minutes before, and you should have seen. I wish I could have filmed it. Matter of fact, I should film it. How funny it looked when I was going around, And if you look right now, I was trying to do a little bit to the mustache, and I shaved too much off here, too much over there. So, y'all bear with me. It's been a day. It's been a really busy day, but it's been a day. So. Look, a lot of stuff is going on right now, a lot of stuff. And so we might as well get into it. First, you got this trial, Derek Chauvin, George Floyd case. So both sides arrested. Both sides gave their closing arguments today. And I don't know, I was talking to this guy earlier, and he said, man, everything's going to be okay. They're going to do the right thing. They're going to convict the man on all three counts, and it'll be good. So no need for everybody to get all up in arms and this and that, all right? But here's the thing. This is just my opinion. What is the right thing to do? A life has been lost, and in the process of a life being lost, a lot of lives have been affected. So is that going and see when things like this happen, we as a people, we react different. So is the case going to where it's going to now? Is that going to change anything? Is that going to make us be different? Is that going to change anything? Yes, justice will be served, but again, a life has been lost, and a lot of lives are going to be changed because of what's going on. So, I mean, if you want to give an opinion, that's great. All right, we just need to understand that this is life, and let's just go ahead on and do what we got to do and keep it moving. Stay peaceful. So, everybody out in Minneapolis, Minnesota, you guys just remember, either way, it's okay to protest. It's okay to express your opinion. But let's be peaceful about it. You don't have to loot and tear up stuff and burn. The guy I was talking to said, man, if it doesn't go that way, burn the city down. Why are we burning the city down? You got to go to live there. It's your town. You gotta eat. You gotta sleep. You gotta buy stuff. You gotta go to the store. You gotta shop there. So find a way to express yourselves without destroying yourselves. That'd be me. All right. Hey, look, Saturday there was an announcement made, and we'll get back to that once everybody else comes on. Saturday there was an announcement made from one of the panelists here, Chris Mills, or as he shall be known, V. Christopher Lane now. In Las Vegas, the NBA is going to be accepting expansion teams, and which means that they're going to be growing a little bit. They're going to allow opportunity for someone else or some other people to get basketball teams there. And so, young guy from Gary, doing good, has an opportunity for a group called the Las Vegas Stars to come through and make it happen. So this is the beginning. This is the ground floor. So what needs to happen is this. Number one, everybody support. Give him and everyone involved your love, your support, your ideas. Because that's what right now on the ground floor, it's all open. It's fresh. Everyone wants to know what to do. What do I do now? Inbox Christopher. Let's share ideas. Let's get some things going so that we can all be happy at what's going on. Las Vegas is long overdue for a team, just like a lot of places. But I can only speak on this because my little brother's doing his thing with this. It's going to be a process. We call it a journey, and understand that the journey will be televised. So everything that's going on from start to finish, you'll be able to be a part of and see. And at the end, the culmination of everything, you'll be able to see what happened, how it happened. You'll understand why it's happening, and you'll see how it turns out. So I'm quite sure if Chris comes on today, he'll be able to talk about it a little bit deeper, and we'll be open for any suggestions, any comments, any criticism that you have. What else I got? Look, this guy right here, Pastor Richard Wilford. This Friday, we're not going to be doing the show this Friday because we're going to be helping Pastor Wilford showcase his CD. It's called Powerful Experiences. It's produced and written by Ferris Evans Jr. This is April 23rd. It's going to be at 7 o'clock p.m. Central. And it's a journey of what he's gone through, some expressions of hope, some expressions of motivation. So make sure that you check this out Friday, and you'll see what's going on. All right, Richard Wilford, another person from Gary, and you might say, why do I showcase everybody from Gary? Because we're all from Gary. We're all doing some great things, including this lady right here. Everybody say what's up to Gina Brooks.
Hello.
I said Brooks. I mean Gatson. My bad.
You changed my last name. I don't think Robert will like that.
Gina, man, you're going to change it anyway.
It won't be Brooks, though.
I know. No, tell Robert I'm sorry. Gina, I literally said, okay, I looked at my watch, my phone, because nobody does clocks anymore, basically. And I said, you know what? Man, I got about an hour and a half. I could take a quick nap.
No.
Man, I woke up. I forgot to set it. It was 6:50. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't take a quick nap.
That ain't nothing.
Especially
quick.
On a day like today.
Absolutely. Speaking of today, I just got through talking about this, the Las Vegas Stars, man. Y'all welcome Mr. V. Christopher Lane to the show.
Hey, Chris.
What's going on with that?
Did I say it right, bro?
Most definitely.
Got to do it the right way, Mr. V. Christopher Lane. I was telling everybody no less than five minutes ago. 4 minutes. What time? 7:08. Yeah, about 3 minutes ago. I was telling them about the announcement Saturday, and about the journey, which is going to be televised. They're going to understand. Number one, it's going to teach them about business. Number two, it's going to teach them you got to go to make some things happen. All right. And number three is it's people always ask, Greg, it's always about what Gary doing. They say, okay, if y'all got something else, do it. Okay. But right now, G on the rise. I'm not ashamed.
Always.
So I told everybody, here's the logo. Excuse me, Gina, putting that over your face like that. And it's ready. It's ready to go. And again, everybody, this is a journey. This is the ground floor. So Christopher is going to be open to talk, to listen to suggestions, to listen to comments, criticisms. Whatever you got, it's gonna be open to listen to. But you better do it now, because pretty soon, once everything is said and done, I'm not saying that he don't want to talk, or nobody wants to talk. Just saying that, but the conversation's over and the journey's rolling.
One of those situations I just had to hop on for a quick second. I got the meeting at 6 o'clock. So hop on for a quick second. But tomorrow, brother, if you want to do that, tomorrow we can do that for sure because I ain't got nothing tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said whenever you can have
the eye doctor, so I'm gonna be blind for like 14 hours. So
that's cool, man. All you got to do is put on a little afro wig, put a piano in front of you. Okay, put some dark glasses on.
Yeah.
Start filling on arms and
that's all you can do. Or get your harmonica, man. Yeah, for people that do want to understand and know, like I said, we glimpsed on it. Okay, I can't talk about it as much as he can, so tune in tomorrow, y'all. He'll handle that. Any questions?
We're doing it over because the one we did Saturday was some in and outs, so it wasn't clear enough. So if you're coming on tomorrow, Gina, we'll be talking about it. I mean, we only can do an hour. We can do an hour. We ain't got to do the whole show on it.
I'll be on.
Yeah, and that way everybody else will know. Like I heard it. Those didn't tune into the announcement Saturday. I heard it. A lot of people did hear it, but when we put it on here, you said it was popping in and out.
Yeah. Like it was times where I think when you put it on my face by itself, before you put the logo up, it wasn't nothing. You couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, I watched it, and there were times when it sounded like you guys were in the background.
Right.
You can hear it. You can hear you couldn't hear the conversation, but we could hear you talking.
Right.
Yeah. And see, the way I was trying to do it was, it was. I should have tested it beforehand. I tried to make sure that number one.
That's why I did it last minute so we can do it again by itself on Dope Living.
Yeah, and it's not even a problem with that. Okay, we did it. Hey, look, we can do it tomorrow. We can do it Wednesday. We can do it Friday, Thursday, Saturday, Juvemba. We can do all of that, man. No problem. Until that basketball hit the flow, we can do it every day. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We mention it every day. People need to know. Everybody say what's up to Maurice.
What up,
hey, Maurice.
Okay, we'll say hello to Maurice Picture. But hey, man, real quick, I know you got a roll, Chris. So what you think about today, man? That little trial.
You want me to be 100% honest with you? I ain't get time to watch it, bro.
Really?
I watched it.
I ain't say none of it. Only time I take that back. I saw the closing argument, I guess, of his.
Yeah.
I saw that part.
That's the part I watched too. The closing arguments.
Yeah, I didn't see the closing argument from the other side.
But his lawyer, Chauvin's lawyer, tried to throw it out as a mistrial because of something Maxine Waters said. The whole trial is based on something Maxine Waters said.
Right.
But that's what he's going to do, Gina, especially knowing that it's a preponderance.
I apologize.
That's okay, Maurice. It's the preponderance of evidence stacked against this dude. So the best thing for the defense to do is to get one juror. If they can get one juror, with mistrial. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing he can do. Okay, but
I don't think. What do y'all think? I mean, do y'all think he actually gonna get off?
I think it's a possibility only because of things of the past. If we look at the track record,
did they bring this?
It's possible.
Did they bring this dude passed up?
Yeah.
They brought Chauvin's passed up.
Yeah.
Oh no, they didn't. I don't know.
Oh no, they didn't bring his.
He's had complaints on him. He's had a lot of complaints on him. A lot. Yeah.
They didn't touch on that.
Because I had some people that was watching it, and I said, well, they didn't bring up that the police officer and George Floyd used to work together when he was off duty at that strip club, and they said did he bring that up like that?
Wow.
That he was jealous because George was getting all the women. They said that was the real premise of the abuse that happened that night.
I think the prosecution is basing their entire argument on the videos. Period. So they didn't about the officer. I heard that part, but that's about it.
Well, you know, they were slandering up George pretty bad, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they were talking about sister drugs in his sister. And, you know, I had one of my colleagues at work said, well, you know, he had drugs. I said, but he was walking before that. You know,
Right.
It's not like he had drugs and he fell down and he died. No, he got slammed to the pavement and he got choked to death, you know, period.
The other part about it, too, is, which I didn't know until I saw the closing arguments, was he was in the truck on one side and they dragged him out the truck on the other side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you got him in the truck, why take him out?
That's
claustrophobic, but if you got him in there, why take him out?
And see, here's another thing that I'm
people talking about doing some crazy stuff over there in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, what happened with old boy that just got shot and killed close to
the other guy?
Dante, I don't remember his last name, Williams or something like that.
Everything's been peaceful.
Right? I think it's right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dante Wright.
But everything's been peaceful so far there. All right. I think everybody waiting to see what happens with this. Okay.
No, it has not been peaceful there. I know they protested for 3 days straight. There were over 100 people out there protesting.
Well, I'm saying it's been peaceful protests. It hasn't been anything violent.
There a lot of people got arrested. I think 30 people got arrested that second night.
Wow.
Okay, you missing what I'm saying. No violence. It hasn't been any violence. You know, no looting or anything like that. They're protesting, but they haven't gone up in arms. Let's put it like that. It done some stupid stuff, all right? But it's coming, especially. And you asked the question, Maurice, what do y'all think? I'm gonna tell you what I think. This is the worst case scenario. Like the judge said, he told the jurors to prepare for a long stay, but hope for a short one. All right, long or short, man. It's gonna be one person in there that's like, okay, I got a free hotel room, free food for a minute, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the conscientious objector, and he's gonna make it last for a minute, all right. But then again, one guy said that I was talking to, one guy said, hey, it'll be done today, and tomorrow they're gonna announce it.
It's gonna be like that episode of Martin. Cole gonna be in that mud like I ain't get my chicken.
That's cold.
I'm hoping to see, you know, they got the National Guard and all that stuff ready for something to crack off. Kind of what they hope that don't happen. What happened like in you know, when OJ, was it OJ Simpson or was it Rodney King? No, Rodney King.
It was Rodney King when they burned down South
and burned down. Yeah, and they hoping that don't happen. So
that's the other thing the guy was talking to said today. He said, "Burn it down, just burn it down."
You know that's what Killer Mike been talking about.
But
I mean, we built it. Why not?
Yeah.
This is your home, your city, your town. You got to shop there. You got to eat there. And I know I'm freezing up and stuff, y'all. But
we built it. We can burn it
down. You
are,
and you're moving real fast at times.
Yeah, it's catching up. Okay, there's something going on with this Wi-Fi. So
yeah,
I'm actually gonna restructure all of that.
Yeah, we built it. We built it. We can burn it down.
I mean, that's what Killer Mike was talking about. I like, man, there's gonna be some deep shit in the next, few days, I believe.
Yeah, but I don't like what's going on in Chicago, though.
Chicago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was over there, and just about every street I went down was barricaded.
Yeah, they try to make people people can't move, the streets.
I'm a little indifferent about the protests that's going on over there because of that. They're protesting because of that 13-year-old that was shot. But I'm a little indifferent on that because you got to look at all the factors. We have to draw the line and the line in the sand somewhere. Right. That boy was 13. He was out at 3 a.m. He had a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is saying, this cop shot a kid, but this kid he's not a kid to me. If you out there at 13 years old doing grown folk stuff, you're not a kid.
But I get that. I get that 110%. That somebody should have been, hey, you missing, or somebody should have been liable for him being out at 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, he He was involved in gangs. He was just returned home from running away.
Really?
He had just been returned back to his mother.
But my question, but sis, you gotta ask this question. Okay, he was returned back to his mother. And he was involved in gangs. What that got to do with him ended up dead and he holding his hands up?
Because he had a gun. You got to think about.
He did have a gun. He did have a gun, and he threw it down. And he threw it down.
It's dark. It's 3 a.m. It's late at night. Think about. You got to put yourself in the other shoes too. Oh. Think about. It was 3 in the morning. You see somebody as a cop. You see someone running with a gun, and they turn around. He may have still had that gun in his hand for all he knew. That's like a split-second decision that cop had to make. Do I get shot or do I shoot this kid? Yeah. You know, these are consequences that this young boy made. These are the things that he got involved in, and we can't say pity. You know, you shot this 13-year-old. I don't view him as a 13-year-old kid as the 13-year-old kids I know.
I get you.
Then the second thing that bothered me, this 21, 22-year-old gave him the gun. So you saving your butt. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to turn around and give this kid a gun and run the other way so that you don't get shot?
Did they catch the other cat?
Kicking his butt.
Right. Did they catch it?
Yeah, he got arrested. But he's still breathing.
See, here's my thing, and I'm with you completely, Gina. You know, once that guy had the gun in his hand, I mean, you're fair game, okay? But here's the other side of it, okay? These police officers are trained to shoot to kill, but they're also trained to stop you, okay? Could he have aimed and maybe shot the little boy in the leg or in the arm, you know, maybe in the shoulder or something like that, as opposed to giving him that deadly shot? You know what I mean?
Well, you have to think about the timing, where he was. That was around the area where Robert said he went to school, and it's heavily gang infested, drug infested. Mm-hmm. And so when we can sit here and think about what we would have did in the situation, but you don't know what you would have done in a situation where it takes a second to make a decision, right. Me or the other person. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I just think they're protesting for the wrong thing. It's not always the way it looks. And this isn't the way it looks, because if I said to you and you knew nothing that was going on, if I said to you, hey, this cop shot a 13-year-old, that would infuriate you.
Yeah, it would steam you up a little bit.
But thinking about all the things that play into this, like I said, I'm a little indifferent on, you know, protesting and saying, oh, he was wrong. It's a lot that's factored into this that was definitely negative, that led to this 13-year-old getting killed. And I really blame that 22-year-old that he was out there with, that's supposed to be his cousin. You should have been looking out for him.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have passed that gun to him. He knew what the consequences would have been. That's why he got rid of the gun.
He got rid of the gun because he probably was a felon, and they know they wasn't gonna mess with him at 13 years old.
Well, look at him now.
Yeah.
You know,
you notice how on this particular case too, the parents said, well, let's wait and see. You know, I'm not really cool with them putting the footage of everything out there either. You know what I mean? Everything doesn't have to be shown, okay? Because when you show people this stuff, you know, it kind of changes the narrative a little bit to me. You know, you're showing us exactly what goes on. And again, Gina, even with the video, you don't know everything that happened.
But you know, I had to back that video up and watch it a few times to even see that he threw the gun away.
He threw the gun away, but he was running with the gun.
He was running with the gun. So if I got to rewind this video to even see that this boy had thrown the gun, what did that cop see? What could he see late at night?
Nothing, bro. Well, he had a strobe. I know he had a one of those strobe lights, those lights that keep them from focusing on it. You know what I'm saying? It keeps them from actually being able to see the cop. And he had the strobe light on. I mean, he could have caught just one little glimpse of that gun at that, doing that strobe light. That's all they need to see.
Yeah, it's just a lot that factors into that. And this another. I said, Crump he always shows up for cases like this. He's not involved in this case at all.
No.
Well,
He's not anywhere around this.
Well, I mean, the reason he's not around it because if he can make money off of it, he's not going to show up to it.
Of course.
The thing about it is, like when we were talking about last year, they got everything in place to pay that lawsuit off.
Mm-hmm.
Get his 33 and a third. In this case right here, he can't get anything with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a case where he can get money.
And I can see this case being justified.
Yeah, I can see this one going that way too. You know, at the point the little boy had the gun in it, and it was seen. It's either for a police officer to kill or be killed. You know, so he'll probably get away with it. But what about the little girl that got shot in the drive-through at McDonald's?
What? I don't know about that case.
Okay, it wasn't. She was with her father, and he was at the mic, ready to get his food, and two guys jumped out of a car and just shot the car up. But I think they said they just dumped. They just dumped at the car, and the little girl got killed. The father is in the hospital. He's in bad shape, but little girl got killed. This is in Chicago somewhere.
That was personal.
Yeah,
that was personal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That which leads to a discussion about gun control because there's something happening every day now. You know,
you got that stupid shit file up in Indianapolis, man. That dude, shut up. But is it FedEx?
FedEx.
Yep.
Killed
8 people.
Damn.
But honestly, what do you think they could have put in place to stop any of this?
Nothing. Nothing with the FedEx.
Wasn't he like 19 though?
Yeah. What's so crazy? What's so crazy about that? I think they took the firearms away from him. And
I thought he killed himself.
He did.
Well, no, I'm saying the ones before. Is that the one where they took the firearms and he turned around and went and bought some more, and then turned around and went and shot up FedEx?
Wow.
And he was able to buy the guns. They said so after he bought the guns, that's when he went and did legally bought.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's look.
Because that's a red flag state Indiana is. So I mean, if you get any, if they think that you're gonna do something stupid with a gun, they'll come and take them from you, and that's what they did with him because of his mental state. But he went and bought some more legally. That didn't stop him from getting no firearms. But it may be a red flag state. But if he can go to a gun show and turn around and buy them without all that, without all that, shoot.
And guns didn't just start making when they started doing these laws.
Oh no!
So people got guns. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
and they're gonna have them.
And they're going to have them, even if you say you can't get it if you got long hair, if you got flat feet. You're going to be able to have guns. You're going to be able to get them.
Well, so our crazy governor doesn't mess around and made it to Wild Wild West here. I'm serious. Look up Tennessee's new law. They're going to have it on July the 1st. And then everybody care. You ain't got to go get no permit.
Right.
You just go to the gun shop, pick the gun out, put it in your pocket, and roll on.
Say yeah, huh? Everybody say what's up to you.
Oh yeah.
What's up, though?
Hey, OG.
What's going down?
You got it, man.
Again, Chris, you didn't mention this, but Maurice, thank you.
I can leave now. My person that can cuss is on now, so.
Hey, I'll
cuss master. Cuss master.
I'm on here shortly. I got somebody coming to work on my computer in a minute.
Yeah, and we everybody, just so you guys know, Chris is still Chris Mills, but let's call him V. Christopher Lane right now. Business dictates that you got to do some different things. So it's not, and I gotta put this out there. Like I said, after talking Saturday and listening to everything, it's not that because I asked him this question actually. It's not that he's sold out. It's just that business dictates that you have to do some different things. All right.
Hey, bro, I understand business is business.
I wouldn't think you're sold out.
No, I didn't say you. I just said
Uji, I'm hiring you to say what I can't say.
Well, I mean, it's automatic, baby. All you gotta do is put it in. All you gotta do is put it in the private chat.
Yeah, put it in the private chat, because I think right about now a lot of good things are happening to everybody that's on this panel. Okay, so I think we do need to govern ourselves a little bit better than what we have. All right, not saying that we got to change who we are, but you know, in order to
for yourself.
in order to get this money up in here, we got what? You ain't got nothing going on?
No, when you said we got to change who we are.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said we don't have to change who we are. I said, but we do have to govern ourselves a little bit differently to make sure that the people that are investing in us, that are when I say investing, I mean their time, their effort, and even their money. People invest in us will do it. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, they don't want to invest into anything that's negative. You know, they just got to see the flow. They don't know the flow that we have, so we have to show them who we are and gradually let them in. You know what I'm saying? To what we are, so that they can invest in what we're doing. You know, does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
I got you.
Yep.
most definitely. But I mean, like I said, I just wanted to hop on for a little while, man. It's 5:31. I'm gonna get up off here and get to where I got to get to.
Yes, sir. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow, though.
Yeah, tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow, y'all
All
ins and outs. Any questions? Y'all just ask them, man.
Yeah, hit me up. I'm open for it. And
Mr.
Jenna, thank you for that inbox. I mean,
Yep.
on
Yep.
the situation. Just let me know. Well,
When I hear back from him, I think he has a manager. He may have to run stuff by a manager, but I know he did get my information. I sent him the information, so I'm just waiting for his response.
Okay.
And yeah, I'd asked you about the girls team, but I forgot Las Vegas did have a girls team, WNBA already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we'll everybody, y'all just tune in tomorrow. We'll talk.
Oh yeah, no doubt. All right, y'all.
Mr. Lane.
Nah.
All right, bro.
All right, now.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, the little girl got shot, man. Okay, and it's just the climate is different now, man. I don't know, with everything, everybody wants to have a gun, okay? But I'm tell you this, and I hope this don't bite me in the ass. These guys that are coming out here with these guns and this and that, okay, you're real tough with the guns. What do you do without them? What are you gonna do without the guns? Can you step up and be a man about it? You know what I mean?
All right, check it out. Let me
Handle your business, bro.
I'm gonna get back with y'all. Love y'all. I'll holler at y'all in a minute.
All right,
All right.
Right on.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do? What do you do as a man? Again, we talked about this before.
But you know, back in the day, there were rules in the street. You didn't kill kids. You know, there were rules out there. Now there's no rules.
None whatsoever. So I mean, hey, what can you do? Maurice put it out there too. Thank you for sending this to me. Okay, Scottie Pippen. You know, today we're talking about everything today. There's no particular subject, so nothing's off limits. But Scottie Pippen's son died. His oldest son,
33.
Antron, I think his name is. He died. They didn't say what he died from, but we know that he had asthma and chronic. It was a chronic asthma, something like that. But yeah, he died. You know, Scottie just released. He died Saturday. Scottie released it. Man, that has to be devastating to lose a child.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would never.
I don't even like to come across my lips, man. Ooh.
I would never want my son to have to bury me. You know. No, I'm sorry. The other way around. I would never have to want to have to bury my son. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I don't even want to say that, bro.
Yeah. So look, y'all. And I said I'm gonna take it because I'm getting back into Greg now. So I have I was with my drone.
I saw that.
I threw it up. Somebody had told me, Greg, you know, you can make your drone do this, you can make it do that. I'm like, I didn't know that. So I took it up and I pressed the button, and yep, it worked. You can make that drone follow you.
Yeah, I was gonna say follow mode.
Yeah, I didn't know about the follow mode. You know how we as men, we buy something and we just break it open and we use it right off.
Put the batteries in the charger. Let me see what it do.
Don't look for instructions, man. When I bought it, and this is my fourth one, okay, because I crashed the other three. I should have read the instructions the first time, but nope.
Probably had follow mode on them.
They probably had all kind of fail safe, all kind of whatever. Okay, but biggest thing is got insurance this time. But press the button, man. You outline your body, press go, and bam, it follows you. And the good part about it is when you're walking towards it, still in that mode, it stays a safe distance and it backs up.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, look, let me go on and do something right quick. And I just started doing some stuff. Then I looked at the footage and I'm like,
that's live. I like that.
With this. All right. So I started thinking, we saw the movie Us, we saw the movie Them. So I said, what's left? Me? We?
Actually, that's a pretty good premise. Me.
Exactly.
I mean, I like that. Us, them, me.
So I'm like,
I like that. I like the way they went. I like that.
And so I shared it with my family here. Gina said, Greg, before Gina and I got off the phone, she said, Greg, make sure you do it. I'm like, yeah, because I got a problem. Sometimes I start stuff and I don't finish it because I'm not feeling it. But I felt this one because I got the blessings from my family here. Okay, Maurice was like, Greg, yeah, let me know so I can roll in and do it. But if I make it a continuous thing, well, I'll be filming in Nashville too. I mean, Tennessee too. I'll be everywhere. I know I'm gonna start it off in probably in Indianapolis or hometown Gary, which everybody get tired of us talking about. But
it'll be all right.
Yeah, that'll be all right. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah, just go down there and walk around in the Genesis Center and let it follow you around in the Genesis.
I know, right?
Let it follow you around in the Genesis Center. Go down to the village, let it follow you around in the village.
But I got some ideas. I want to make it because them was just so and good job, Lena Waithe. I ain't taking nothing from you. It was just so racially disturbing to me. Okay,
well, this is not. It's almost like it's not the time to have a movie like that. I mean, it's like I told you, it's kind of like Roots. If people throw that movie out there, throw Roots out there, and it's up next day. You think these kids wasn't beating up folks? Yeah, they would.
That's like putting a log on the fire, man. But and then Us was just strange.
Yeah,
it's a good movie nonetheless. They're both good movies, but I just said, you know what? I just want to keep people laughing. I want to make them laugh. I want to make them, still think, but not think about the negative of it. Okay, so I got some ideas in my head. Y'all know me. Y'all been knowing me for a minute. Y'all know I'm stupid. All right.
You better move quick before Netflix get it.
Let them get it. Let them get it. I got DopelivenTV. I can still get it on. Okay, so they get it. But again, just like can't nobody write like you, Gina. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody do music like you, Maurice. Okay, can't nobody do film like me. So
that's the first thing I started thinking about. I said that would be so dope if the premise of Us could be a whole bunch of different premises. I mean, it could be a whole bunch of different things. It could be us at school. It could be us at work. It could be us having fun. You know what I'm saying? It could go dancing, clubbing, whatever.
Let's see when I say
us washing a car.
Yeah, when I say me, it ain't just about me. I didn't even. Here's the thing too. Like my YouTube page, I wanted you guys to see it, so I couldn't put it private. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 people. I didn't even look today to see how many people already looked at it. But it's I hadn't put it on Facebook. I haven't done any of that. All right. But people who just be scrolling and nothing else to do, they checked it out. I think last time I looked, it was 32 people, and I'm like,
Hey, it's called a bite.
Yeah, but that's all I did. I didn't put any meat behind it. I explained to you guys what was going on. All right, but I got to sitting down. I started playing with filters and things, and that just the word me. I had to get the right one. You know what I mean? I had to do it. I had to change it up the right way, because at first it was just in white, just said me, but I made it spin a little bit. Come on, I put some gloss on it and this and that. Now it says,
It's 37 views.
see, that's what I'm saying. You know, I only showed 4 or 5 people. So that means that people are, you know, they still, because that's the way it used to be. But now I'm gonna have to put it on lock. Or I was thinking, you know what? I put it on Facebook, see what it gets, see what people, you know, because it's just, it's not a trailer, it's a tease.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
It had me laughing so hard.
Yeah, hey, Maurice, Gina sent me back an emoji note with no mouth on it, man. It was just mine. And so I called her. I said, you get it. She said, I get it, you know. And then I just talked to her a little bit more. She said, no, I get it. Okay, but then at the end of the conversation, she said, make sure you do it. I can see it. Just make sure you do it. You know, because she know me. I mean, look, to me, this is just love. I love to do it. Okay, so I have fun doing it. But once I do that, I do something else and this and that. But this one, I feel really good about it, and I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna start doing it. Let's see. Probably in June, I'm gonna fully produce it. But I think I'm gonna start putting pieces together. Like right now, and I'll throw the scene out there for y'all real quick. Right now, there's a scene that I've been playing with where I'm laying down. It's like a close up of the face, and then I wake up, and I'm standing over me. Okay. All right. So, and I got, and I was thinking of all of y'all. Okay. So I got a copy of of Gina's book in my hand. And I shake my head because I'm also going to put that other one in there with the other one we were talking about, Two Distant Strangers. So I wake up and I'm me standing over me with Gina's book in her hand. All right. And I look up and I start to get up and then I go back. I'm asleep again. Okay. Then I come up with 2 turntables and a mic like Maurice.
Play the mix.
I'm over there mixing and doing everything and this and that. Right. And then I'm like, I shake again and I'm back to sleep. Then I wake up and I'm Chris Mills. You know what I'm saying? It's just
in Vegas.
You know what I'm saying? It's just I want to have fun with it, you know,
montage
to make it go. Okay, and it's a lot of it I can do by myself, but I don't want to. I want to put different people in there. I got a bunch of stuff going on up here with this. All right, I don't want to make it racial. I told somebody about this, and I'll throw this out there too, because it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to see how it plays out. You know, got this white guy, all Caucasian people. You know, I'm looking for actors, so y'all inbox me. White guy, he's a friend of mine, and he hangs around with us all the time, right? So, me and Gina, I think I told you about this. So he you know, in order to have a conversation with all of us, because most, you know, my friends are black, we give him a temporary black card.
Yeah.
It's temporary. He only can use this black card for a couple of days, you know. Then he has to renew it. All right. So it's like a library card. He can go in the hood, he can talk and this and that. Okay, but he can't say, there's restrictions. And like I said, just like men, we don't read the fine print. All right. So we in there talking about, you know, how when we around each other, yo, my nigga, what's up? Okay. Mm-hmm. He come in and he be like, now the other guys don't know he got a black card. He come in and he's like, hey, what's up, my nigga? And then, you know, of course,
somebody get up and whoop his ass.
The Maurice thing come up, right? And then they come walking towards him, and they're looking at me, and it's like, Greg, why did you bring this cat to the, you know, this and that? And he's fumbling around, and then he pulls out his black card, and everybody say, oh, okay, no problem, man, come on, you know. They give him a pass on that, all right? But he only got a few. It's just like parody, little skits. I got Don Ritchie right now. He signed on to go ahead on and do some of it with me. So, you know, I just want to make sure that everybody understands. And you said it, Maurice. That's stoking the fire. Okay, I ain't trying to stoke the fire, man. I'm trying to put some water on it, man. You know, let's laugh. You know, I think that's missing right now. All right, let's laugh. I was thinking about doing a scene, got a gun, all right, but Barney Fife, I got one bullet, you know what I'm saying? And then Deputy Dog, the bullet don't go far, you shoot it and it just go halfway out and then it just
start coughing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, man, I got a lot of ideas on this stuff, man, and it's just gonna be something stupid, like how Robert Townsend did Hollywood.
Yeah.
Just throw anything in there. It doesn't have to make sense, but it doesn't always have to be anything that's negative or mean or nasty or whatever, all right? But like I said, today we're just talking about different things. Nothing in particular. Wednesday, Jeff Relaford will be here with his inspirational. He's a life coach that came on before, did a great job, and we want to talk to. He wants to talk again. He actually inboxed me and said, "Can I come on Wednesday? I got some motivation and inspiration from everybody." I said, "It's cool, man. It's your platform, not just mine. It's yours." So let's talk to him. Maurice, I really, 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 really want to do. I think you mentioned it or Chris mentioned it. I'm gonna get a DJ on here. We're gonna have one on here weekly, man, just to come on here, talk, throw a little the music on there, and of course I got to do the disclaimer because they probably won't let me do it. But I'm thinking if they doing theirs on Facebook and they getting away with it.
That's what I couldn't figure out. The live stuff, I don't know how they getting away with it. They getting away with it. And they throwing down like 4-5 hour sets.
And they getting money. They asking for tips.
Oh, they monetary?
Well, what they're doing is, like, for instance, my guy Victor V, he got this tip jar. All right.
Oh, man.
You can send money in the tip jar. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool.
But aren't they mixing the music though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's why. Because when you mix it, you're not actually. That song is in there. How long? You hear that one song for how long?
I don't know. I think you got like
16 seconds on a mechanical license. I know that.
Yeah, I was going to say 30 seconds, but no, I don't even think it's 30.
No, it's 16 seconds on a mechanical license, and that's you got to have a mechanical license. See,
I've seen plenty of virtual DJs. I've been to some of them.
Yeah, I sit around and I cranked up 2 or 3 of them on Saturday, and they was popping. Boy, they popping. Of course, they was smoking me like a freight train. But
right. You gonna do one right now?
Huh?
You gonna do one?
Man, my hands don't move like that no more. I do all mine are pre-recorded. I sit up and make them. I could put the wave. I could put the metal file up so people could see where it goes into the mix. But
I get a bunch of you guys on and just talk about y'all process, man.
Oh man, I use so many different programs. It ain't funny.
Because Uji don't mess with everybody. I know that for a fact. Okay, and so he literally begging you to give him
every day.
I sent him a couple of tracks, but this is stuff that people don't hit me up and say, "Well, I'm having an old school, get together, or I'm having a barbecue. Man, you need to send me one of the 4th of July mixes, with all old school stuff on it, or like." People come up and ask me for a lovers mix, They mixed, but they slow tracks.
Yeah. What happened though? That's just so odd the way that things have changed. They used to call that baby making music.
Yeah.
What's the baby making music now?
Everything baby making music, man. You think about this to it, they talking about. And they don't pick around the bush like we did. You know what I'm saying?
He said
they don't get no innuendos or nothing. They just go straight to it. Baby, I want to bam right there. I want to throw it up on the ceiling. I want to spin it around.
You're right.
And,
they don't.
I do you.
They go right to the point.
They go right to the point. We went around it. We talked about it.
Got the mood going, the atmosphere.
I'm telling you, I was listening to Deion Cole earlier. And he was saying, look, this song, he said, I give you the sun, I give you the rain, the moon, the stars and the mountains. I give you the world. And all that you asked for.
And all that you asked for.
Okay, what can you look? And that was music. That was music. You wrote that. Okay, now he said, and he said it was so funny. He said, now, what do they give you? He said, I give you
your heart,
dick.
And you give me that.
That's what you're gonna get. I give you. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's
I
what's
know.
selling. That's why they continue to make it, because that's what's selling.
But you know what? I remember this one thing back in the day. Brothers was running around there with their pants hanging off of them, and they did that for a season. As soon as the female said, we ain't got no more to do with that, the pants came up, brothers started dressing in suits and hard bottoms. Think about that.
But the women accept it. These women these days, they accept it. Even
they don't know how much power they got, though. You know what I'm saying? Once the women stop doing that, once the women stop messing around with,
You know
black
what?
head
I was listening to the radio yesterday because I wanted to hear. I don't usually listen to certain stations because it's a lot of rap and so I just wanted to hear some of the music that they are playing on those stations.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, a lot of the music that we say, oh no, that I'm hearing it. I probably heard about maybe 5 female artists on there that were. It was. I was like, well, this is the music that's out here now. This is why we get so much of it. Because this is what's out here now. This is what's being listened to, and is very acceptable by pretty much everybody.
Yeah. But see, that's why they changed. That's why they changed how they do the radio stations too, because you can't play everything on the radio. So now you got the Sirius radio where you can play anything you want.
I love my Sirius. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm not saying anything wrong with it, but the Sirius radio is what makes a lot of these people YouTube.
Because there's no filters on there.
No filter.
No. And they got an independence corner in that mug too. You know that?
Yep. You can say what you want, do what you want. It is what it is, all right? So
you're paying your money for it.
Yeah, exactly. There's no more Peebo and no more Luther and people. Those guys ain't coming out. And I was trying to figure out who is it. My son and I were talking one day. I'm like, do you all have any R&B? He said R&B. He said, I forgot the guy's name. He said, but I said, no. This guy he's using the filters on his voice. Okay, he's not really singing. We got who? Bruno Mars. Is that about it?
Bruno Mars is that boy been kicking since he was 6 years old. There's some stuff on YouTube from when he was 6 years old impersonating Elvis Presley. I was like, golly, he's been around for a long time.
That's a bad boy.
And a lot of people think it's just been the last 5 or 6 years.
No, he's been around for a minute.
But that's what a lot of artists or rappers, whatever, they don't realize the hard work and the years you have to. They think they're going to put their stuff out there and boom, they're just going to blow up overnight.
But you got to have talent too. You got look at when Maxwell came in a few years ago, and Maxwell generally faded out. Okay, true singer, but he came in and came out.
That's because he had his way of doing things, and that one time that he hit, you can only get so much of that falsetto. You know what I'm saying? That he does. That's his trademark. But he done it on every daggone song. He started doing it on all his songs. And
I'm wondering why the Weeknd is so popular. Okay, he didn't have a bunch of songs.
No, Weeknd first came out as just like Maxwell. He came out and that was his thing. Now I think he's gonna fade. A lot of people love him right now, though.
They love him.
Going strong.
But I don't get it. He's no better singer than me. But
right.
But everybody has a gimmick too. Like we talked about that before. Like you got the rapper DaBaby. He came out in a diaper and made a name for himself, and you ain't seen that diaper since. You ain't seen it since, and he's probably one of the top rappers out there. I was telling my son about some things too. It said, well, that's y'all fault because y'all let him in. All right, Blueface. This dude can't rap. He cannot rap, but y'all let him in.
All right,
you let him in. This dude got
gassed him up.
Yes, y'all let him in. There's a couple others. They can't rap, but y'all let him in. What is the thing with the? And I'm not. Look, we just talking. Hey. Okay, what's the thing with the tattoos on the face, man? All over the face.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude.
Everyone has.
You know who did that? Who did that? Start doing this stuff, and it actually got popular. Was when Lil Wayne started doing this stuff. But you know, they got these artists now. That's what do they call him? 6ix9ine. What is his name?
Yeah, 6ix9ine.
Yeah, his is all tattooed up too. And I'm thinking, man, what life after this? What are you gonna do, bro?
Exactly. You know, your Gucci
Yeah.
man got a big ice cream cone on his cheek.
Yeah.
You know, you got the Gang. I think it's the Gang. The Gang got New York on it. You know, I'm like, come on, y'all. This is your face. Okay, what if your career fades tomorrow and you got to go work in the corporate world? You know,
They want to be like
They
everybody
got enough
else.
money to get it taken off, just like they got it put on.
Yeah, but ooh, man,
I
taking it
saw
off hurts 10 times worse than putting it on.
I don't get it. Some of these kids today, man, what are you trying to prove?
They're followers, dude.
Trying to prove, man. I want to go back to the days where we had them true R&B singers, you know, because we had women singers as well. I could name a list. You know, you had Tamia, you had Brandy, you had Monica, you had who else? You had Deborah Cox, you had Big Chick
Man.
Stone. You know, you had all of these people that could sing. They could
Lauren
sing.
Gill.
Women, Johnny Gill. Yeah, you know, you gotta
remember Tony, and all of them, you know.
Yeah, and you know they're that's creativity. They can sing. A lot of these people can still, you know, play multiple instruments. You know, you sit Babyface down at a concert, Babyface grabbing a guitar, he's grabbing the keyboard, he can play some drums. You know, whatever.
But when you went to a concert, it was a full concert for real. You know, people playing some instruments, and it had some people that could sing. I mean, I remember, I like we was talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire the other night. I was like, you go see an Earth, Wind, and Fire concert. That mug was live from the beginning to the end. Same thing with like Ohio Players or Barcades. You had fun from the time you get there. I mean, to the time it's over with. I remember the worst concert I ever went to was better than anything around here now.
Exactly.
Was the worst concert I ever been to, and that's because the sound dude didn't know what he's doing. I was in Austin, Texas, and I was at the Frank Irwin Center, and Cameo was there, and the audio dude was trash.
I'm not going. If y'all are gonna get after me if I told you the worst concert I went to.
What was it?
R. Kelly. R. Kelly. This was I think maybe the first or second round of all the
girls
law stuff.
Was you 18?
No, I was not 18. He put a stool in the middle of the stage and he sat there and lip sync the whole show.
What? R. Kelly did?
Yes, he did. And I was so disappointed. I was like, I could have went home and threw a CD in
and lip sync myself, man.
And that was the gist of his whole show. Right there on that stool in the middle of the stage. No, nothing else. It was just him. That was it. He didn't move. He didn't dance. He lip sync. And I said, I'll never go see him again. I haven't. I mean,
I used to mix up these live these videos, and these unplugged videos. I used to put them all together and then just play them, in the house. Just have them going in his background and stuff. And I remember one with Prince and Sweet Thing with Shaka Khan.
Oh yeah,
man, that mug was blowed up.
Hey man, the worst concert I went to was Motley Crue. All right, ask me why I went to Motley Crue. I was hanging out with my guy, and I'm not gonna say it was the worst one. It was different for me because I never done that. One of my friends, shout out to my man Caesar. He's a Colombian guy, man, and him and I were real good friends. But he was, long hair. He loved Motley Crue and people like that. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna roll with you. I went there, man. I honestly was the only black dude there. All right, but this is where they used to run into each other, do the mosh pit, and all of this.
No.
They, somebody ran into me real hard, and I'm ready to fight. And Caesar was like, no, man, just go with the flow, go with the flow. And he laughed.
Going with the flow. I put my fist out there, run into my fist as he want to run and stuff.
Get that little plastic fork, man, and stick it out. You run into me, okay? Oh man, I'm sorry, man. But yeah, that was probably my worst.
I don't know. I used to like going to Austin's Aqua Festival then, and I used to be security there. Little bitty me security. I was little bitty then, but Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. It was some crazy stuff. Trying to keep these women out these trailers. You know, where these guys are sitting there, you know, waiting to do their thing or just finish doing their thing is crazy. And it's usually the rock groups and you know, like I say laid back West Coast groups like Zydeco.
Yeah,
You know, really laid back. You know, and they these girls done followed them all over. I mean, literally followed them from town to town. You know, and they know them by name. Let XYZ through. Dude, I tried to let one chick through one time that they was talking about trying to let through. The police had to show up to keep them people from coming through there.
Wow.
Yeah. He said, but let her through. Shoot, she got through there, and somebody said, what that bitch? It was on, man. Everybody want to push the door, you know, push the daggone gate through and stuff. So y'all need to get this. I can't hold this. At that time, I weighed about 150 pounds, soaking wet.
Hey, man, I remember when they had these concerts coming through to Gary, and I'm not naming no names, and I hope she ain't watching. I know there's one girl, man, Slave and somebody else was in town.
Slave and Daz Band.
Yeah, man, I don't know who it was with them, but this girl got on that bus. Everybody, she didn't get off the bus until I think 3 or 4 hours later.
Golly.
And she came out, man. If she had a wig on, it was backwards. I don't remember. Okay, but everybody knew that. You know, you could see train smoke coming out the bus. Right? You could see train smoke coming out the bus.
You know, some girls put themselves in them situations, man. I'm thinking to myself, man, really? You know,
all I can say was choo 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 choo. You know,
don't open that door because once it closed, it's over.
That's it. But you know, again, and you know, we ain't telling, ain't nobody telling on nobody and this and that. So I'm like, come on, man. And that's the other thing too. You're talking about the pants and stuff, man. It is so bad right now that I saw this guy. I was in Walgreens, and his pants had to be below his butt cheeks. But the ass crack was showing too. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Man, they don't care.
That's where you want to come up and say, hey, bro, look, can you pull your pants up? But nope. Nope, I'm going to let it go.
You start a fight if you do that, though. That's too much like right.
I said, I'm going to let it go. You go ahead and everybody going to see.
But you remember back in the day, I remember I went to Edison for middle school. I remember you got a paddling for that shit.
Right. I went to Edison too.
Oh Lord, here y'all go with y'all kumbaya moment.
It's gone now, the Blazers.
Yes, it is. I wish they would tear the building down.
Is it that bad?
It's really bad.
I mean, the last time I was there, it's like in 13. You know, I went past my old house and everything. And I went up there and I was like, golly, man, it looked really
it's
really
horrible.
bad.
They really, they need to do something with these empty
that building was old when we left.
It was. It's worse now.
When we was there, it was old. You know, it barely able to keep us warm in the wintertime.
But that was our school, and we loved it.
They had all those shops. And you know, I was telling my I have my stepmother, she's an educator, and I was talking about this, you know, back before it got actually this bad in the GI. I said, if you want to slow some of this craziness down with these kids, stop breaking them up into 2-year only schools. So you go there for 2 years, then you go to the next school for 2 years until you get to high school. After you do those 2 years, that freshman and the sophomore year, do like what we used to do back in the day. That those last 2 years, that the junior, senior year, you had a trade. You had a trade when you knew how to do something, you know. So them last 2 years, it just built up. And she was like, you know, nobody ever thought about it like that. You know, started breaking up these schools after kindergarten. You know, after you get out of grade school, rather, you just start breaking it up. You know.
So they don't do vocational schools and stuff like that anymore, do
No. That died almost by the time we got out of school. It was gone.
Yeah, that's been gone.
People
it's mostly charter schools here.
Yeah. People were suing folk. They were suing a lot of people for getting hurt in those trades. You know, people going around in the car suing the people. Teaching you how to work on cars. And they cut their hand or something, pull a lawyer up and sue the school system.
Hey man, I used to give me some women making them little plastic rings, man. Remember them plastic rings?
Yeah. And them Afro picks.
No.
Afro pick handles. That was back in Edison when what's his name? Brown. His last name was Brown. Woodshop teacher was Brown, Mr. Brown. And he showed us how to melt plastic in that oven and twist it a little bit, and you put color in it, and you used to twist it and put your pick in that mug.
Yep.
Make your pick handle.
And the metal shop, I think every metal shop you could make the little dustpans for your mom,
Oh man.
Little metal.
I didn't do the trade. I didn't do any of the trades. I went to I did drama with Al Boswell.
Yeah, I did that too.
Really?
Anything that had the girls in it, I took home ec one semester too.
I did that at Westside. Home ec at Westside the last few years.
At Westside.
That
I didn't have it in the junior high.
And there's another one I took.
What was it? Health something? That health class?
You mean sex education? Yeah.
Health and safety.
Health and safety. That's what it was. We had the health and safety, and then we had to do swimming until I forgot the young boy's name that drowned in the pool, and then they closed the pool forever.
Yeah, I skipped swimming until it was time to take the float test. Remember, we had to do float.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped until then because I didn't want to get my hair wet. I had long hair, so I didn't want to get my hair wet.
Yeah, everybody had their afros. They want to get wet.
Yeah, I didn't want to get my hair wet, man. I got that. I got a different. My hair is like white boy hair sometimes, man. It's like it'll just come all the way to my scalp, and then it fell. So I said I ain't going out like that.
Now, I went to my scalp too, but it looked like springs, baby. It shrunk. If you had that first gym class in the morning, you had swimming. Your dude was gone, bro.
Your day over.
Your dude was gone. That chlorine do a work on your stuff, man.
Yes, it did.
You ever walk down the surge? The surge was either the walk of fame or the walk
of shame. Yep. Everybody looking at you as you walk down, and it just seemed like it never ended.
Right. I used to love that, man.
Well, we had so much fun in the surge. Like everything would be going on in the surge. That was the place to go.
You'd have fights. You have. I
was gonna say Charles Van Camp and he'll fight every day.
Oh, Charles, y'all must have missed it because that's one of the things me and him got to be friends. Okay, he would always be the bully. In 10th grade when I got there, I was in the 10th. I went in the 9th. I got there in the 10th, and I guess Charles was the man at Westside at the time, and he used to, he worked out evidently. He had big muscles and all of that stuff, and
yeah,
I didn't know nothing about Charles Metcalf, and I was a little karate dude, so I thought I was bad, So I'm walking around. Charles always bumping into me. You got something you got to say? I'm like, hey man, quit bumping into me, and I kept walking. Okay, he said, boy, you don't know who you talking to. I said, okay, I'm gonna let it go and keep walking. All right.
Brother make you say that because he's a pretty good sized fella.
This went on for a month.
Well, to us anyway.
This went on for a month. Yeah, I was a little bitty dude, but I took Taekwondo. I thought I was cool. I thought I could handle anything. Didn't nobody tell me that Taekwondo shit don't work. So
I don't know karate because Charlie's crazy.
Yes. Nobody told me. So here's what happened. So I got tired one day. I just got tired of it. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get you back now. So he bumped into me that one day, knocked books out my hand. I pushed him. He said, boy, you don't know who I am, do you? I said, I know you done got on my damn nerves, just like that, right? So I was like, I'm tired of this. It ain't gonna happen no more. So I got it. I got into the stance. I was ready. And so Charles laughing, and inside of my head, I'm like, okay, what the hell?
Knock you out.
I'm I'm ready. You know, look at me. I'm in the stance. The stance is scary you as me, is all right. So that didn't work. So he swung at me, and he missed. And I was like, oh, I got him now. So I swung at him and I hit him. This dude didn't move.
That's what I'm saying. That was like hitting a little rock. That was like hitting a rock.
Dude did not move. What he did was he proceeded to grab me, took me down one side of the surge. I'm trying to hit him and do all of this stuff, but he got me in a point where I'm like, number one, I'm embarrassed, and took me back up the other side. And so he took me over there around where the band was at. After he took me back up over there where the band was at.
Oh,
And he pinned me up against the wall. He said, "Look,
Down
dude."
there about Miss Thomas' class.
Exactly. He said, "Look, dude." He said, "Man, I can do this all day long." He said, "I got wait a minute, I got tears in my eyes and everything."
Wait, I'm gonna tell my mama.
So he's like, "Hey, man, look, you one of the few people, man, that had the courage, had the balls to come up and go against me." He said, "I had to do what I had to do." He said, "But you cool, dude." He said, "You funny too." And I'm like, ain't nothing funny about getting you. You know,
I'm gonna tell you something though. Charles was strong, tough on the outside, but he was the nicest person you could meet.
He chilled out. He chilled out a lot once he got out of Edison, because I think he had went to juvenile for a minute.
Yeah, see, Maurice, this is the part I was gonna say. My friends, who because I was pretty popular, okay. My friends knew that Charles was to me a psychomaniac at the time, okay. But did nobody tell me?
Did nobody tell you
nothing, dude?
They didn't tell you.
Dude, I'd have told you just step on back and chill, Max. That's what I told. That's what I would tell you.
They didn't tell me till afterwards. They're like, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, man."
Wow.
Said, "Hey, man, you know he went to boys' school. You know he threw a garbage can at a teacher and all."
Yeah, he was crazy back in Edison, like, dude.
Now you telling me this? Now
he wasn't no joke at Edison. All right, see, like he got when he got to West Side, he chilled back a lot.
Not that day. That day he got me, but we became friends after that. Okay, and I never got into any fights, but there's the girl I took to the prom. Her name is Barbara Walker. I don't know if y'all remember Barbara Walker. Maurice, you might remember. Jeannie,
I think I remember Barbara Walker.
Probably the nicest girl ever. Sweetheart. We went to the prom together, but I actually took her from this guy his name is Curtis. He was a singer. One of the choir. I used to call him, choir boys, singers.
Yeah.
Him and his songbird dudes came up to me one day after school, junior year.
Say songbird dudes.
Yeah, songbird dudes. They came up to me and was like, he came up, he had bow legs, real black dude, big afro. He said, "Hey man, that's my girl, right? Why you always around my girl?"
Because I'm gonna take her to the prom, nigga.
I told him, I said, "Hey man, look, I've been knowing Barbara for a minute, man. She didn't tell me y'all was together. Matter of fact, she said y'all ain't together no more." He said, "Man, look, we together." And then I see two more songbirds come up beside him, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, it's gonna be like that, okay." So he's like, "Hey man, I think you better leave alone." I'm like, "Dude, shut up. You don't scare me, number one, and especially y'all. I mean, y'all gonna sing me a song?" And one of them was my next door neighbor's cousin, and he was with the guys, and I'm like, "Wow, y'all serious with this?" So next thing I know, Charles walks up. He's like, "Greg, you all right?" I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "Charles, look at them, look at me." I said, "I ain't worried about them. Okay, they're gonna sing a song. You might want to wait. All right." The other two dudes, they start backing up, all right. But this dude just want to talk. And Charles said, "Hey man, you do know who I am, right?" And Charles, ain't got nothing to do with you. He said, No, this is my man's right here, okay? And if you do anything, I said, "Charles, no. It's good. I'm good." Me and this dude fought. I beat his ass, okay? And I saw this dude, I'd say 10 years, maybe 15 years later. Dude was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He walking the streets of Gary. The one eye that I knew he had a lazy eye, but it was just, I guess it was tired by then, okay? So that sucker was was just rolling around in his head. And I looked, I'm like, I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm like, dude. And he was like, Greg? I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
So good to see you, man. How you been, man? I saw this, and because I had the TV show by then. He said, man, good to see you doing this. Hey, man, look. Hey, bruh, fell on some hard times, man. You think you could and here's the kicker. Think you could float me about $1,000, man? And I'm like, whoa.
Not 5 or 10.
Yes.
You can't start low. Wow.
You asking for kinfolk money, man. You're not asking for friend money. You have a kinfolk.
Had exact amount. I'm like, $1,000? I said, is that all you need? He said, yeah, man, that'll get me back on my feet, man. I'll be able to do some things. Probably gonna put some music out too, man. I'm like, music? Okay. I said, look, man, here go $1. Okay. You can start with that. Make some shit happen. And I just hate to see that though, man. Have you ever seen your classmates graduate with in bad situations after you know?
Yeah, I ran into one of my classmates like that. I remember it had to be a good probably about 20 years ago. And this was, I'm not gonna say any names. This was a female that was very popular in school. All the guys liked her. She was very pretty. She used to make fun of me. Because I wore glasses. You know how y'all picked on the people who wore glasses.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was riding down Fifth Avenue one day, and I'm sitting at the light, and she walks up to my car, and she's like, "Hey, Gina!
Uh-oh.
Girl, I like this car.
I like crack monster.
Oh, girl, you doing real good." And I didn't know who she was at first. Like, who is this out here in the streets that know my name?
Right.
I look and I realized who it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought.
Who was it?
Never in a million years would have thought that's where she was. She was strung out on drugs so bad.
Crack monster was killing
a bunch of them. She was one of the most likely to succeed.
Wow.
Crack monster killing a bunch of us. Crack monster killed a bunch of us in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She was most likely. She did suck seeds.
Greg. I remember one brother, one of the very smart brother. I ain't gonna say his name either. But
was that Mike Fordham?
Yeah, he got out of freaking Army, and it was cold in mug. I visited my mother. Yeah. I was going down 11th Avenue, and I pulled up to the light, and he was standing out in the cold. I mean, it's cold in the mug outside.
Yep.
And I said, Mike. He looked me dead in the face. He turned around and shot me a salute and fell face first in the snow.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, man.
And Mike was one of the smartest guys.
That dude was a mega genius. Yep. I mean, exactly who I was talking about when I said it.
You said
everybody knew it. Yeah,
dude, I was like, I saw him too, and similar situation, man. Saw him, and he looked at me, and Mike was always a friendly guy, real nice,
cordial cat. I was hoping that brother straightened his stuff out because he was like,
he died. I think he died. Yeah, I think he died. But
that's what they say when you have those classmates that's really popular, and they say that they're at their top, and so when they get out in real life and they're not at that top anymore, it does something to them. And I really believe that, because
getting that extra boost from everybody around them.
Right. And now you don't have that anymore because everybody's going their own way. We're trying to, get our life started, get our it's not the same when you on that pedestal in high school and everybody's around you and you're that popular person, and now you're out in the real world and nobody recognizes you as that.
Mm-hmm. There was a couple more. You remember? I'm not gonna name his name because he's still around, but he's a light-skinned guy, man. He was in our class, Maurice. He was in Mr. Westside, and light-skinned.
Was he Mr. Westside one year?
I'm thinking he was. One year, red afro. And this dude felt way off. I think he used to date one of the Curtises, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? Robin, to be exact.
Oh.
I shouldn't have did that. One of the Curtises.
What you doing?
Hey, that slipped. Don't worry about it. But, yeah, that just shocked me when I saw him. And I know one of the other classmates was trying to help him out. I got off the highway and went to Burr Street and went to Subway there, and he was there. Of course, he has no hair. None of us got any hair no more. But and he was with one of the other classmates, Milton, if you can remember Milton. And
yeah, I remember. Yeah,
they were there, and
Big Milt.
Yeah, and Big Milt's always been cool, but he was
he's laid back too.
He was telling me, he said, "Man, look, brother out there, man. So I'm just getting him something to eat." I'm like, golly,
bro, you don't know how many people I just bought something, and that's something I got from my father, and I see my father do it plenty of time, feed people. He say, you don't know, that dinner could be the difference for him doing something stupid to get something to eat, or going on and doing something good so he can make some money to get something to eat.
But where do we draw that line, though, man? Yeah, we people. You give them $20, $25 here. Are they gonna go out and do something stupid with it, or are they gonna?
They may.
You can't.
You never know.
Yeah, if it's in your heart to do it, just do it. That's what Daddy used to say.
And what they do with it, you give it from the heart. So
sometimes, like I can remember this one time I was with my son and he was helping me out with the ATMs and things, and we were in Memphis and I was in the McDonald's and his brother came and he was raising his voice, he was screaming to the top of his lungs, and you could see this was hangry. He was hungry and angry. That's what you could see, definitely. He was hangry like a mug, and I was like, this brother needs something to eat. And I just went up to the counter and bought it. And the lady told the lady to take it out there and sit on the table, because he was sitting there talking to himself. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. As soon as he got that food, everything kind of like, he kind of leveled out, I
don't know, man. Like I said, there's plenty of stories, man. There's one. There was a cheerleader that came out with us, Maurice, and I had actually before I asked Barbara to the prom. No, I ain't gonna say before. I think at the same time. I was trying to be a player, but I asked her to go to the prom with me, and real cute. Most of the cheerleaders in our year was cute. All right.
Oh yeah.
Had nice bodies. Okay, and I think she had the best. So, she had told me and so I'm trying to figure out how I can break it to Barbara. We're gonna take her because I'm taking the cheerleader. And she wound up going to the prom with Mr. Keith Sims.
Oh yeah, that was Mr. Popular.
Smooth.
Yeah. Everybody want to take him. A lot of females want to take him to the prom. So
and Keith wasn't loud. He was, he was real cool.
No, he was, and like I said, it wasn't nothing obnoxious about the brother. He just knew what he knew what to do what he do. He was smooth like that. Yeah.
And do.
Yeah. Evidently, because the females was crazy about Keith.
They was crazy about Keith. Big Afro, light skinned brothers was in back then. And
great light skinned brothers was in back then.
Was in back then. Y'all hold on with
All right.
I don't know. I didn't remember a Keith Sims. I knew a lot of Sims, but not a Keith Sims.
Yeah, he was just cool. He used to always wear that, remember that Levi's jean jacket?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Keith wore that every day, man. But he was cool.
When he over there at the fellowship back over the west side over there.
Mm-hmm.
So he was over there with Concord was right down the street. So Tojo and them, Eldon and all that stuff.
I was gonna say her name too. I saw the cheerleader, man. She was when I pulled into town one day, and she I went to go get me some Church's chicken.
Yeah.
Roll out the window. She was like $6.95, and she's like, oh, and I said her name, and she said, Greg, how you doing? I'm like, I'm cool. How you doing? You know,
You dear baby girl.
she was like, oh, I'm just working here part time. Blah, you know how people do, working here part time. And they said, Maurice, you should know, like you and me both. We look, man, we mopped some floors. We wasn't shame. We mopped
Hey,
floors.
look. When I got out the G, I can remember telling you clean them all in 4 hours. We had to have it clean in 4 hours. We got to be gone.
Oh wow, the big room first. You know,
man.
Actually, tell us where to go. You know, okay, you're gonna work upstairs on the east side. Mm-hmm. Hey, okay, look, I got this. Don't worry about
throw the jam box in the middle and rock on with it.
That's it. But I saw her; she was so ashamed, and I'm like, you know, it's cool, but she wound up being on crack.
Well,
he's still around. But if you go on Fifth Avenue, come out on Fifth Avenue, go by that gas station, she right there.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. She right there on the bike.
Well, I mean, thing about it is, you just don't never know what make them take that curve the way they do that. You know, to end up like that.
Yeah.
And you know, you can't beat it up or down. It is what it is. So,
I had a friend, rest her soul. She's passed away now. But we were friends for years, so many years, and we used to always talk about how we would never caught up on drugs.
Yeah.
And she ended up on drugs. Like, we were friends for like 13, 15 years. And it was something we talked about. And I just, for the life of me, couldn't understand how she ended up in that life.
It's amazing, man. You know, and speaking of, you know, Keith Sims, excuse me. My uncle was at this home, this nursing home. And man, I'm looking at this guy looking at me. Keith was in a nursing home. You know, he couldn't move.
No.
Yes, he was in a nursing home. I'm looking and I'm like, you know, Keith had them eyes. You know, you could tell people sometimes. And he looking, and I'm like, I looked down and I saw his name was written on his house shoes or something, on some socks or something. And he was in a wheelchair, and he couldn't move. And I'm like, Keith? And he looked, you could tell his eyes was kind of happy. You know, he shook his head because he couldn't talk either. And I'm like,
stroke.
Man, that threw me, man. I'm telling you.
There's a lot of us, dude. You would be surprised, dude. You know, because I remember getting called square britches and everything. You know what I mean? It's cool. And I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do computers so bad, but I wasn't gonna be able to do it in the GI and make money at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And a lot of people knock Gary. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Gary, you know, but you need to go other places in order to get to certain things. Nobody should have a problem with that, okay? But anybody, and I encourage anybody who still sits there, go out, go someplace else. Even if you're coming back, visit, go see the country. You know.
Let me tell you something. I left. I came back. I got my mama, my sisters, and my nieces. I said, "Come on with me. Let's go." We went to Texas. Now they're here with me in Tennessee.
There you go.
Well, you know, some people don't want to branch out. All they know is what's in their box, and they're afraid to step out of that box.
At one point, GI used to be that you know, where everything else circled around it at one point. But you know, after you get out and you go someplace else and find out that, you know, it ain't what it used to be. You know,
it's cool to stay. Look, Gary was born and raised. It's cool to stay there. But what I'm saying is, take a vacation, get out, go see the country. You know, go to Atlanta, go to you know, going to Indianapolis is not getting out. Okay. But go to Texas, go to Tennessee, go to Arkansas, go to California. Just go
somewhere else.
Go somewhere else and see something else. That may encourage you to go and, you know, to leave. There's not, like I said again, if you're in this box, and Gina, you got a great point. Everybody's in this box, okay? But you know, prop the top of the box open for a minute. You can come back, you know, if you want, but prop the top of the box open and get out, and then go see the world. You know, my brother. I admire my brother so much, man, because he's been literally all over the world. He's lived all over the world. Not Ujimar, but my other brother. All over the world. So he's seen the world. You know, lives in Kentucky now. And seen the world. You got to get away. You got to get out of here. I'll call it here. You got to get out of here so you can go there. Just like us, them, and me. Man, look, y'all check. Look, I said I'm gonna show it. I may not post it, but y'all check this out. Y'all see, let me know what y'all think about this. Hold on. Whole lot to do anything, man. I'm telling you. And I, if you notice, I have my hand behind my back because I had the controller in my hand. I didn't want to just lay it down. Okay, you see people
right
fast. I didn't want to just lay it down. I wanted to because I was real fresh with it. I didn't even know that I could just lay it down and just go about the business. So, but it was cool, man. But that's a teaser, y'all, for the short film. Say 30 minutes film, okay? Me.
Me.
You had the rights to that music.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I made sure that I had the rights to the music.
You know what's so crazy, Greg? I got a whole CD, and I'm gonna say it CD of some artists there in Gary that play instruments.
See,
and they not no regular old ordinary. These boys is bad, and they're my great nephew's actually his granddaddy and them. They still playing. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to sit down, man, with a bunch of people because I play drums, but I sing and I play keyboard. I would love to sit down and just have a jam session, man, like we used to do in the garage.
You just sit there and do it,
Just play. Sit down in the garage. Like all of my brothers are musically inclined. My oldest brothers, they used to win awards for playing the saxophone in the they called them Nisbova, Northwest Indiana, something. It's called Nisbova, but it was a contest. And my two older brothers used to always win ribbons for playing the saxophone. My brother, that's my business partner, he plays the trumpet. Younger brother plays keyboard. I think Uji plays keyboard as well. And we had a family group, man. We do our thing. I mean, we was actually going places and playing at one time. But man, I would love to sit down with some true musicians, get the microphone, start singing. Be like the deal,
It's
love is beautiful. Go ahead.
I couldn't hold a note if it was in my hand. But you know what's so crazy? What's so crazy is I know what good music sounds like. I'm pretty good at picking out some really good tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just from the people that I've been around and been around music so long, I'm really, really good at picking music.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. We're more settle minded now. We got an opportunity, and I don't care what anyone says. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. We're learning a lot of different things, and we're probably better. Better writer, better producer than most of these younger kids out here right now.
Yeah.
We got some to stand out. Like there's this guy that I'm trying to get on here tomorrow. He's in Illinois. He got every single college that he applied to. He got accepted.
Wow.
He has his own brand that he's trying to bring up called Chill Apparel. I forgot his name, but fantastic young man. He's got $1 million worth of college scholarships waiting for him. He can go any school he wants to. Very smart. And he's young.
Hey, Greg,
yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this, man. I want your honest opinion. You know, they have, and you know, I got a cousin I got plenty of relatives still staying in the GI. I don't know if anybody, y'all don't know any Fitzpatricks. She helped out Karen when Karen was running all this stuff down there.
I probably met her. I worked on her campaign.
She does. Face. Yeah. Burl Fitzpatrick is her name.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, you probably done seen or heard of. But anyway, she was talking about she's not going nowhere. She's staying right there because she pays her taxes and she does, you know, she does her thing in the GI. I take care of my house. My house is paid for, you know. Right. And I look down one side of the street and I say, well, Burl, what would it take to buy, you know, one these houses over here, or a house or two houses? She said, well, you looking at probably, you're not even looking at 10 grand. I was like, what? She said 5 houses.
Right. She's right.
And, you know, my thing was this. If you had, you know, $200,000-$300,000, you go, you mow the damn house down. Just mow, you know, mow the house down. You had a basement there, or you just fill in the basement. And then go get a prefab, brand new prefab house, air conditioning, heating, everything, super efficient. Put it on 50 grand. And then turn around and either rent that bad boy or rent to own it.
Hey, if I did something like that and had a prefab built up, I'd stay.
I mean, I was thinking about doing just remember the other day I said something about, you know, just making it, building up bit by bit. And you can go right now and look at these prefab homes in Kentucky that they actually bring to them, and then they put that bad boy together. And you know, they rent $35,000 on up for 3-bedroom plus, you know. So
man,
you know what I'm saying? And just put it on the land. I don't think any mayor in the whole freaking I don't think that mayor have a problem, you know, bringing it up like that.
I don't know about that Gary mayor.
Yeah, I was. I tried to do a lot of stuff here that.
Yeah,
it's Prince.
Yeah,
Prince. So what is he holding it up or something? Or what's wrong?
Dude, I don't know if he making it purple rain up in that joint, man, or what. But get it, Prince, purple rain. Y'all done feel me. Anyway,
I got you.
I don't know, man. I ain't felt this dude out, man. So.
I mean, I listened to a couple of his meetings. It sounded like but everybody was talking a good game when they was in that house up there, you know. Exactly. So I mean, to do it and just go do it, you know, just get up and go do it is kicking the head. But you know, like I said, having $300,000-$400,000 behind you, so people know you're serious when you start building these places, and then you got to keep the nickels out, you know, keep them from stealing stuff.
So. And therein lies your problem, right?
The nickels. That's my son say. Not black people, the nickels.
That's what he called them.
How do you keep them mother fathers out? Mother fathers. How do you?
Well, you know what's so crazy about it is I know what Habitat was doing, but Habitat won't touch GI with a 10-foot pole.
No, they got some Habitat homes here.
They do. They got some, but they don't do it no more. I know a girl. I know the girl that had the very first one.
Was that the one on Georgia?
Is it on Georgia? I'm not sure, but I remember. I know the girl that had the very first one, and it was all fine and good. And they start building up over there near Boys. I think it's near Broadway or something like that. They started building up over there. Then they stopped. Why? Because the material was getting stolen, and it was just ridiculous. You know, you want to try to do something great for your city, and I'm quite sure Gina, you try to do some things. You know, I've tried to do some things. The city doesn't.
It's a white guy that's doing it around there in GI.
Yeah, there is a guy, and he actually bought up the whole block where my sister lives. There was about a good 8 houses on that block that were abandoned, and he came down there. There's people living in them, in every one of them. I'm not sure if that's the same guy, but yeah,
he's a white guy. I think he's out of Portage, and he's coming up there. He's cleaning them, fixing them up.
Yeah, he did a great job on my sister's street. I know that for a fact.
I know he got sick. So the last one I saw, he had gotten sick, caught cancer or something.
That kind of older dude.
He's probably a little younger than us. I can't, but he got sick, and And I'm thinking, damn, this dude is doing more than people that have been there forever doing. You know what I'm saying?
People talk. They get on there and they talk. I see them on Facebook on some of these pages.
Yeah, they just
talking
like
about how this needs to be done, that needs to be done, but there's no action behind it. They're not doing anything. They're just on there complaining and talking and just running off at the mouth.
Does kind of get sickening, but like I said, I would love to do something like that. I would love to. Really, I would.
Yeah, I'm trying. We have property that we purchased, and I have a building right now that I'm getting ready to meet Wednesday with the owners of Uncle Remus and Ricketts to see if they want to go into a business venture with me to open this restaurant up. But even before I can do that, I had to get over there and board it up because they had broke out the windows.
Take your stuff out of it?
Yeah, they just doing so much. It's nothing in it. It's an empty building. And it's like, why are you tearing the building up? I'm trying to do something positive in the area. And this is what you guys are doing. So it comes with a lot of
sometimes they might not want
and headache with it.
Is that
but you know what, though? It is worth it in the end. Because I have a few homes too that I purchased, and it took me a while to get them up and going, but they're going now. So it's worth it. It's just sometimes it's a pain. It's really a pain.
I got a friend named Kevin down there that's doing the same thing. He buys them, he cleans them up, rents them. Buys them, cleans them up, rents. And he don't do the maintenance. He let somebody else do the maintenance on them.
Yeah,
to keep them up. If they have a problem, they call that maintenance company and come out and fix it.
There's a friend of mine. Her name is Leslie. She's bought a couple of houses on the block that she used to live on, and she's going to make those girls' homes, homes for girls who have lost their way or need someplace. She's going to make it and make those into that. So I think that's good. She lives in DC, but she's actually going to come back here for a couple of months just to make sure that those houses are up and going out in the Miller area.
Right.
Oh, okay.
In the area. So
Miller got kind of hot. I looked on there and I saw a daggone house in Miller at $450,000. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they up there in Miller out by the lake.
But that got kind of hot. It's hot like that? You know, it's hot like that at Miller.
Yes.
It's not like Nashville.
Gina, was that Robert behind you?
Yes.
Yeah, Robert said, "What's up, Mister?"
They said, "What's up, Robert?"
Tell him pop on so I can see his face. Come on, Robert, where you at, bro?
He just walked through the door.
Oh, okay. All right. Tell that brother we miss him, man.
Yep. They said they miss you, Robert. You got to hop on sometimes.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I thought about doing that so many times, and my wife, she can't. She that first taste of Indiana, and that was Indianapolis. You got to remember, she was Texas, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who would you have here to oversee? It'll be difficult trying to come back and forth.
I put it in a management company's hand. Just let them manage it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what my son is doing with his. He bought a few properties here too, so he has a management company.
Yeah, whatever needs to happen, let them. They take care of it. I pay them their fee every month for it.
But Gina gave me a good idea though, man. Gina, if I could find a spot over near that casino, fix it.
Oh man, they bought all that stuff up.
Yeah.
That's an Airbnb over there.
Yeah, they bought all that up. But I'm trying to get my mama to rent hers out as an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She paid for that place. In 2 years it'll be paid for again.
They bought a lot of stuff over there, over near the casino, but they ain't bought all the stuff up. Okay.
East Chicago.
Think about it. No, it's in Gary, right off Wall Street. Okay, but think about this, Gina. You could buy a 1 or 2 bedroom house, because when you go Airbnb, you don't need a whole bunch of stuff because that's not your place anyway. Okay,
right.
As far as the person that's going to rent the Airbnb. Okay, so get somebody. If somebody got a 2, maybe a 3 bedroom place. Man, look, if you can fill that joint up every week,
because not everyone wants to stay in a hotel.
Mm-hmm. Man, look, I would make it so. Look, especially whoever bought up around the casino did a good thing. Okay, if the casino works, you know what I mean. We don't.
It'll work.
We don't know that.
It will work.
It has a name, but again, this is a different time. This is a whole.
Why wouldn't it work though? It worked when it was on when it was on the water.
But what I'm saying is this: it's a different time now. Things are different. A whole lot of things are different.
People gonna gamble.
Okay. I mean,
people are going to gamble.
I'm just saying, but still, I don't care if it's on the other side of town, as long as it's close to the casino, and it's livable and it's good. You're only going to be. But see, the other thing is that the farther you get back into Gary, the deeper the elements are. You know what I mean?
So, the elements. We ain't talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire either.
I'm talking about hell, glass, and tax. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. The deeper the elements.
That's something else that I never could figure out. And help me understand this. Why are taxes so damn high in Indiana?
They're not.
In comparison, when I was I was in Indianapolis, so
they're not here, and that's why a lot of people from Illinois move over here. But they're gonna go up.
Well, I'm talking about. You got a lot of taxes. You got state. You got all the other taxes other than just FICA and FICA. See the state.
Who is FICA?
Federal income tax.
I still don't know who they are.
Well, you better pay them anyway, whether you know
or
not.
We ain't got no choice, but still.
Federal income tax. You better pay them because they sure gonna come and get you.
They gonna get you.
Let me tell you something I did. Shoot, it was so stupid. I had got my, when you get your W-2s and everything, got my W-2s and everything, I'm thinking that's it. So we go to file our taxes. Well, we got a return and everything. Well, the job, this place I was managing, they sent me another W-2. So I call up the IRS and say, hey, hold up for a minute. But they said, boy, you should have let sleepy dogs fly. Them people bit me over for about $1,700, $1,800.
Oh, yeah.
Say, hey, son, you got to come pay this. I say, what?
Mm-hmm.
You should have let them sleepy dogs fly. You should have put that daggone W-2 in the shredder.
Try 17.
Well, I have to pay taxes to 2 states because I work in Illinois and I live in Indiana. So they give me front and back. They put it on me. Those 2 taxes. And I've been fighting it. I'm like, I work from home now. Why do I have to pay taxes for Illinois?
Because the employer is there.
I know. I know I have to pay it, but I'm still gonna give them a fight.
Hey Gina.
Mm-hmm.
How do they put it on you, girl?
With those double taxes.
Double D's.
Double D's.
I see. We don't have no state income taxes here, so.
Yeah, it's some pros and cons to that. I know my and they don't have state taxes, but they don't have a lot of the programs that that we have. People that pay the state income taxes that gives you funds for other types of programs that help out. They don't have all that there.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we should bring back prostitutes, man. That'll bring.
Don't do that. What you think they went somewhere? They not gone.
I'm saying we got to make them more prominent, like they used to be back in the day, where they used to, pop a titty out on the street and then put it back in, and then we could go down.
What's that gonna do?
That's gonna bring back some of the popularity of the city. Okay, they should just play some strategic. They should, what? We should get a house for the prostitutes right around the casino.
Nah, I'll let you have it. That
right around the casino. That's what we do.
That's probably gonna happen.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good too, Maurice.
They're gonna have their health cards. HEALF. They're gonna have their health cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, health. You got a health card.
Health.
You got a health
cards.
Yeah, I'm clear. I got my health card.
Yeah, just like that black card in my movie.
Set you on fire.
Yeah,
set you on fire.
Fire.
Got into a flamethrower.
Flames. What's wrong with you, Mr. Gray? There's flames coming out of my penis, man. I mean, I'm burning houses down, dude. Really.
All right. Oh man, that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day, my brother.
Right?
And on that note, man,
Absolutely.
we're gonna end this one, okay? But we're gonna end this with the Gina's favorite, Gina's favorite friends. If I can find them here.
Ruby tag.
Yeah, I know it's scripture time. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Scripture time. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11 and 1. You know what that means? That means even if you can't see something happening, you trust the process and you trust God. Now that's faith. Yeah, girl, faith is an extra push that says, I don't think I can. I know I can. Give it to him, honey. I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. Ooh. Advice. Take it twice.
Lord have mercy.
Give it to him, honey.
You know, a little rolling back.
No, I can. I know I can.
I'm telling you, man, they're gonna be in somebody's music video.
They making money.
And you see that move the other one did. I think I can. I think it's gonna turn into something else. It's gonna turn into a whole different move.
I used to do this when I was younger. Y'all can check it on YouTube. I think I can. I think I can.
And he gonna be like, "Yeah, girl, you can for real, girl. Yeah, you can."
Stop it.
Go give me my beer. Go give me my beer. Anyway, hey, thank you guys for tuning in today. But before we go, what is that?
That's
What are you doing?
My grandchildren.
Oh, I thought you were playing a video. And where's the video?
Well, I was playing a video of them that they got sent to me.
I thought we had got hacked. I'm like, now they hacking podcasts. Anyway, on the way out, y'all. On the way out.
You're beautiful. You're smart. You're loved. This week we're great. You got this. You're a badass. You can do this.
That's it. It's mine.
That's it. It's yours. Anyway, everybody, look. This is DopelivenTV Live. We enjoyed this today, okay? I love it when we just talk about everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I sometimes we get on one subject, man. We run out, but we'll never run out when we talking our truth, man, for real. So we will see you guys tomorrow. I'm trying to get this guy on, like I said, the guy who got 25 scholarships and got his own line. I just want to find out as a kid, man, because he's nothing but 17, 18 years old. As a kid, man, how do you stay focused? You know, how do you stay focused in order to achieve what you're achieving? That's rare.
It's really.
But it happens. Anyway, they go Maurice Bishop all the way in Tennessee. They go all the way there in GI. And this is
back
me.
at you.
Ain't no telling where I'll be at, man. But anyway, this is DopelivenTV Live, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace out.